It's time for the biggest event of the year, as we're proud to welcome you to the Super Bowl. A tradition started back in 1967 has now reached its diamond anniversary. And off we go in Super Bowl 60. He's brought down just inside the 25. So the Lions take the field for their first drive. They're led out by someone who's fought through the doubters all through his career, and he just keeps putting up numbers. Jared Goff.
Kate, I can only imagine what's running through his mind right now. What an arduous fight across the entire NFC postseason to get to this moment. This is one of those moments when you just go back in that backyard as a kid, you close your eyes, and you dreamed of when you were little, and you're living in it right now.
This is Gibbs on second down. And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
Still second down.
Following the penalty, Brock, an easier go now. Second down and just 2. Running it after the penalty. And he'll get them enough for a first down. Looking quickly here.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line. Go Brown. Super.
First down throw from Goff. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure, earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
To throw again here, second and 10, it's gone. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. It's down inside the 35-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
First down, it's Gibbs. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Back to Gibbs now on second. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
No gain on the play.
Again, it's Gibbs. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Offense to the line fast.
That's another Detroit Lions.
First down, and they go right back to him. Saw the lane, hit it quick, call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to it, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'll really break the back.
It's out. Gibbs lost it on the hit. Oh, the Broncos get to this one. Well, that right there is exactly how you kill some momentum. An early setback, no doubt, but the first time out, fumbling it away in enemy territory, that's tough.
Man, such a bummer, right? Because the journey was going well. You script for success, you get that ball moving, and then you're right, you just lose all sorts of momentum. Got to recapture it the next time out.
As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And this winds up being an excellent play for them from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. DJ Reed brings him down that time.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
First down run, nabs him 5, now second and 5. Nick's looking to throw. He finds Ingram, working downfield here. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit.
Automatic first down.
Penalty yardage marked off. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run here following the penalty. No question he won that exchange, Brock. He hits for 8 on 1st down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Denver.
On 1st down, it's Nix. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They run the counter with Dobbins. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Now Nix on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. A gain of 26 yards there. And that's good for a Broncos 1st down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Working inside the red zone. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they face 2nd down.
I think everybody in the building was already thinking about the next play to run as they watched that short throw to the tight end. That's a gimme. You don't expect to see many of those drops.
2nd down. Here's Nix again. And they're going to score a touchdown, Denver. The Broncos have a great first drive and get the game's first points. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. Will Lutz now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Let's kick this away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. Well, gotta imagine he's going to be headed to the kicking net after that one, right, partner? Work on how he's striking that football. That was a considerable miscue right there.
Listen. Cut! Hey, 20! Now you run! Hey, Cal! Shut you up!
Here's Goff on 1st and 10. Too much lead on that throw. That ball's incomplete ahead of his target. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level of so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
180! What?
2nd and 10. Goff. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. So 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line.
Block 20, 2. Hey, 5. What's that?
Goff on 3rd. He's going to push one deep down the right. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Hey, 20, shout. 5. 2 for 1. Hey, 76. What's up?
Again, Goff. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
They send a man in motion. Nix with it on 1st. This one finds Evan Ingram. And no touchdown here. Just needed a few more, but this one goes out at the 3. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Enough waiting, we're back, and it's time to resume play here in Super Bowl 60 from Santa Clara. They've got 1st and goal to work with. Dobbins has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Working quickly here.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Dobbins. And the defense keeps holding him. He's stopped at the 3. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
3rd and goal. Here's Nix. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos take a 13-0 lead. Extra point try now from Lutz. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos double their lead to 14.
Broncos 14. Lions nothing.
Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Jacob Sailors now to return it. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside a field goal range. Offense up to the line fast. Another one for Gibbs. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Line 20. 5.
To the air on first down. Here's Goff. Completed to his running back. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Enough to Gibbs from the gun. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you could do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Goff now on third down. Complete to St. Brown. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Dose of the hurry up here.
That's another Detroit Lions first down.
Super 1.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
On first down, it's Goff. He brings it in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
That's Laporta again. And he's out just before he can hit the end zone, but what a nice first and goal here from the 2.
Gain on the play. That's good for the Lions.
Gibbs has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Gibbs again. And he will not be denied a second time. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions make it a one-score game in the first half. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions cut the lead in half. It's down to 7.
14. Lions 7.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The Broncos offense all set to go. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
The lateral goes haywire, live ball. But the Broncos will get it back. Heads up play to recover that one. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, once they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Still their football, but need to make some progress here. This is shotgun snap to Nix. Finds him on the crossing route. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Nix from the gun. He beams one deep right side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Brian Branch has it. And the Lions are finally tackled after a big return. They're going to have the football beyond their own 30 following the turnover. First and 10 from the 32. Drive begins with Gibbs. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running. Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Talanoa Hufanga there to make the play.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Up to the air now. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They know what's up, 'cause I never gave up. All I know is going get this damn bread. Don't go against the grain, they taking off the damn head. I'm running up this door, I almost broke my damn leg.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Four now. Nine. Like five. Value three. Value three. Hey, Shell. Shell. Is that?
Throwing is gone. A quick slant. Here's Laporta. Still has some space inside the 35. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. And that right there, Bronk, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions tie things up at 14. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Marvin Mims now to return it. Denver ready for another offensive possession. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Knicks off the play action. Got the big yards on the right side. And this play reaches the 35 before he comes to an end. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
All set to go now from the 35. Throwing on 1st down, Knicks. Get some space around midfield. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Some of these quarterbacks, Kate, I swear, it's